I was just going to make a post on the forums, but I decided to make a video to give some validity to the complaints that I have with the submarine. Me and my wife got the submarine 5 days before 1.2 went live, I believe, and we were stoked. It took us, oh man, it took us almost 6 weeks or something like that to get everything. Five weeks for the 2 Thunderstruck logs. We never got royal jellies, even though we had for 3 weeks. We had 2 the hives. Never got 1 royal jelly, so we ended up having to buy our royal jellies. We farmed at ridiculous levels, and we only got half the prisms that you needed. It cost a fortune to get the bleach made. So when we got the sub done, I mean, you see in our video, we were stoked. We were like, oh man, this is awesome. You know, it's great. We have a sub. Explore underwater, travel, you know, take our packs secretly in. You know, it was good to go. And then they nerfed it. Now, if you're going to see here, I show you the speed of the rowboat and the speed of the submarine. And you see the difference in that. And then I brace my wife, and you see the difference between, you know, her swimming with just fins on and a helmet, which are easy to get. And then she does the whole sprint thing, and you see how ridiculous it is. How much faster she is than I am on the sub. Okay, here's the history about subs. For people who don't know, because it seems like people don't know exactly how submarines work, okay? Submarines were meant to be stealthy. They were meant to secretly get people to places without anybody knowing. So, the aspect they have in this game is pretty right on. You can get in without people knowing. Hey, mission accomplished. That's why people wanted a sub. It doesn't move, well, one of the problems that people were having with the sub was that the platinum sub, or the ruby sub, I'm sorry, moved just as fast as a clipper if you play the bard song. I believe, I was talking to another character who had a platinum sub, and he said that it only moved faster when you play the bard song. I did not have the ruby sub to test that out, but I'm going to take his word for it. And I understand that was a problem. Okay, here's some fixes they could have done so they wouldn't have had to nerf the sub as bad as they did. A, instead of making it a very, very costly mount, they could have changed the status and made it like a vehicle. If they were going to make it a mount, it should have been something free, especially at the state that it is now. It should not have cost anything, you know, maybe a couple of gold or silly quests, just like the other mounts that you get in this game. The quests to get those mounts are ridiculously easy, and, you know, they're simple. To get the submarine mount is much harder, and for what they did, it doesn't make it worth it. So they could have made the submarine act like all the other vehicles. A, not affected by the bard song. B, you can't stealth while you're on your vehicle. That would have eliminated the whole need for the stealth. If they'd have just done those simple steps instead of lowering, I mean, look how much faster my wife is going with me. And I don't care if she's sprinting or not. There is no reason she should be moving faster, any duration, than a mounted vehicle. That's the whole point behind mounts, is to get from A to B faster than walking, faster than sprinting. That's why you get a mount. If you can sprint faster, even though it's a short duration, it just eliminates the need for the mount. I mean, this is ridiculous what they've done to this mount. This very costly waste of time now, is because that's what it is. It really needs to be addressed. I mean, if people had a problem with the whole... I mean, you only get 2 packs in at a time. So it's not like you're moving a whole merchant ship in worth of goods. It's 2 packs. If you had a problem with it being stealth, well, make it so that you can't stealth while you're on it. Just like any of the other vehicles, with the exception of the stealth glider. Simple fixes. As of now, the submarine is not worth it. And I mean, it's a huge waste of time and money and effort, and unless they change it, I really don't see anybody getting the sub. So there it is, the sub in a nutshell.